Hold it. That is the boss's. No question about it. It can't be. As I suspected. The undercover detective who attended the red-headed league's enrollment on the day in question was the real Inspector Gregson, carrying out an incognito investigation. Alors! Order! I don't think so, this doesn't make any sense. And he looked even different, right? So I would rather think that he was the murderer. But why would the murderer flaunt about the police warrant card of the detective that he just killed? This is also very implausible. But if the boss had his identification stolen, he would have reported it straight away. I mean, he was always at me about it. If you lose Summit, report it at once, he'd say. Well, unless he was already dead, right? Could it be, then, that the inspector was physically unable to report it? Physically, eh? What are you saying? Unable to. You're not suggesting. Yes, it's quite possible that he was killed before he had a chance to report his ID stolen. No. Order! The defense posits that the victim was killed the day before his body was discovered at a different location. Do you two have anything to say about that? I know nothing. I done nothing. Pull yourself together, Peppino. Mon Dieu, you can behave a little more than the master criminals and said no. No, I wish I had returned to Italia. Oh, my voice. Stop crying, Peppino, please. Otherwise, Oh God, don't you start to. Lume, stop your whining and start talking. Well, I believe the court will need to hear your story. I know nothing. I don't know nothing. But you will tell everything, or face the worst possible outcome. You will dry your eyes and testify again about these identification papers and the precise circumstances under which you came by them. For crying out loud. The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret island. What the effing F? What the effing F? What? I'm just so shocked about this. What? Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day, just in case. We took the identification from him and shot him in the room next to ours. There might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm, and the next morning we let him go. He spent the night in the next room. It was nothing, like a prison, really. Okay. This is outrageous. You imprisoned the man. But no, see, no. It was not like a prison. It was a very comfortable and a calm and a happy. Hi, couple. I don't. This doesn't matter. You just. What the heck is wrong with you? It was never part of my plan, I swear it. Opa, so you think it was my fault, eh? just because I got the date of a fairy wrong by one little a day? I do not think it was your fault, Peppino, I know it. No, per favore, Capo, it is not fair.
You sure have plenty of time for squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen.
I don't believe this. How could he have been a real detective?
Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
So on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout. Which means he couldn't have been killed then. Unless it wasn't Gregson. I mean, it's still conjectural that it was Gregson, right? The truth is, we took him prisoner. Okay. You let him go. Okay, let's press on everything. I feel like we have a lot of things to unpack here.
Hold it!
Do you realize what you're saying? You have to believe me, I never intended for that to happen. And I'm sure the detective did not intend it either. Do you think? But there was nothing else I could do. See, nothing else. This was a first crime for the couple. It was at the end of his wits. I have told you before, Peppino, that is not the way to describe a criminal mastermind. What about this hideout of yours? An old empty house behind the park on Lime Street. We rented the place for 2 days. It was an inspired idea by the couple here. Okay, you rented the place?
An impulsive idea, I would say.
No, not impulsive. Inspired, eh, couple? What am I supposed to say to that, eh, Peppino? And it was in the house described that you confined Inspector Gregson, was it? Oui. But you have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a pretender, not a real inspector. That doesn't quite add up though. If you didn't think the man was a real inspector, there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there? No, you are right, but we couldn't be completely certain. Oh my goodness, what the heck? This is all sorts of effed up. What is happening?
Hold it!
Too scared? Why? Because why had he come to the park? We didn't know there was a chance that he had seen through my plan. And if that wasn't the case, he would go straight to the police station to blow out a whistle on us. Even if it was just a feigning to be an inspector, he was up to no good, eh? Without a doubt. I think most people would agree that it's you two who are up to no good. Well, see, you may be right. I couple? The point is, we were not able to escape from England immediately. That is why we had no choice but to take the man prisoner. What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place. See, I asked myself the same question. We were writing down the names and addresses of all the people who we took 5 shillings from that day. I have forgotten what name he said, but the address, it startled me. See, address, Scotland Yard Homicide Division, he said. Okay. What? He probably didn't like your face, Peppino. Anyway, I was not rude. I just politely asked him why he had said it. And that's when he started to say he was an inspector. And not long afterwards, he took out his identification. What was Inspector Gregson playing at? Tell the court what happened next. You took him back to your hideout, you say?
See, we did that. Hold it!
And that being his identification book here, correct?
See, that is the one.
What made you believe that it was a forgery?
I never seen a real one, of course. But he was so suspicious, he's a man. Allora, I was thinking it must be false, so I capo?
Oh wait, it is just as people know I said. We were convinced it was not genuine.
And together the Hilarious brothers, we took out the man captive.
All we did was shove him inside a locked room. And then we made preparation to transport all the money. In for a penny, in for a pound. Why did you let him go then?
Hold it!
What do you mean by a little tussle exactly? Huh? Boff, it was nothing, just a minor incident.
And the false inspector, he was a real piece of the work. I capo?
What happened?
Oof, it was a disaster. We gave him a nice room, and what does he do? In the middle of the night, he tries to escape through the ventilatore.
Can you blame him? We chased him, bien sûr, and we caught him again.
Can you blame us?
What? Wait, you didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you? Zut, who do you think we are? Of course not. I simply caught hold of him again and took him back to the room. Uh-oh. What now?
Excuse me!
Mr. De Rossi, is something wrong?
Me?
Something Mr. De Rousseau just said seemed to make you, well, it seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was that all about?
Come on, times like that, you don't want to have to come after you, believe me. And I speak from personal experience.
Personal experience? That is enough, Peppino. There is no need to say more.
The truth is, the night before we put the Red-Headed League into action, I was scared. It was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away.
It's a shame you didn't manage it.
But the capo here, he came after me like a turbine, and he dragged me back to the house, kicking and screaming. I still have bruises to prove it, capo?
Bruises, you say?
You wanna see, You wanna see my fantastico bruises?
That's enough now, Peppino. No one wants to look at any part of you.
What to do? I assure you I don't. I assure you I don't.
Don't. You do, now.
Okay, never mind. Allora, if everybody wants to see, then I do it. Ecco, you see, it's still very visible, eh?
Oh god, what? A choke mark? Where have I seen this before? Where have I seen this before? Wait, where have I seen this before? Mrs. Vigil? No. Gossip! Gossip! Gossip was the inspector? Faked being the inspector. That red ring around your neck, you got that when we were dragged back to the house?
See, the capo sometimes his ears are very rough.
I said that's enough.
Peppino's neck has nothing to do with what we are talking about here. You have my word.
Oh, yes. What is your opinion, Counsel?
About this red ring around Mr. De Rossi's neck, I wonder, does it matter? It's important. Mr. De Rossi, I'm going to have to ask you to amend your testimony with details about that mark on your neck.
Hi, Capo, you see? Everyone is interested in what I say, huh?
Very well, you will amend your testimony as requested, Mr. De Rossi.
This if you really wanted to know.
He tried to escape.
He tried to escape, but the capo put the collar on him and dragged him back like what he did to me, see?
A collar.
Hold it!
Are you saying that red mark was caused by...
I see a big collar made from the leather.
a leather collar? Is this true, Mr. De Rousseau? What? We had at Saint Bernard at home when I was younger. It is a souvenir from the time with a very strong chain. Oh my goodness, someone is into BDSM. A strong chain? And you put that around your friend's neck? I'm sorry, I was so angry that he was leaving me alone.
You did not have to tie the chain to that leg of the bed, though, I would not have tried to run again.
You didn't do that to Inspector Gregson as well, did you?
Treat other people equal is the proper here's motto,
It's starting to sound a lot more like a prison all of a sudden.
The capo is a tough, but the capo is a rough.
What are you even saying? I shouldn't have done it. So the following morning, when you released the inspector,
he had the red ring around his neck just like me.
Peppino, s'il vous plaît, leave it now.
Now you know, the capo here, you don't want to tangle with him, but for the inspector, he's not so bad.
Hold on. Can we already say something about that? I mean, we don't really see Gregson's neck in this photograph, so... Huh. I don't know what to present here. There's nothing to present here. So strange.
Hold it!
You took away the man's freedom. However comfortable you make it sound, you were still holding him prisoner.
If you say that, then I say this. And there's something that takes away our freedom too, the lack of money. So we are the prisoners as well, all of us. No money, no freedom, this is the truth. It makes me mad and it makes me sad. What can we do?
Well... If you feel so disenfranchised, take money to court. Though it'll cost you, of course.
Oh, there you are, have it. You see, that is why we need the Red-Headed League to fight for the justice.
Perhaps he has a point. No, Mr. Naruhodo. Did I say that out loud?
All we did was to give the man a comfortable place to sleep for the night. And you say it was a prison, eh?
Perhaps he has a point again. No, again, Mr. Naruhodo.
You should have heard him snoring. Madai, if anyone was disturbed, it was us.
Not much to go on, really. That testimony does make me wonder, you know? About this pocket watch belonging to the inspector, I mean. Huh? Why that? Ah yes, the one he treasured so much. If he was confined but not restrained, as the witnesses are implying, he would still have been able to wind his watch. That's very true, yes. So did Inspector Gregson actually die while he was being held captive? In which case, is it possible that these two young men are responsible for Inspector Gregson's... To be honest, I find that hard to believe. Perhaps we should try to find out exactly what happened. Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo, yes. Yeah, they had the wrong guy. Someone just pretended to be an inspector. And he wouldn't be the killer either. Why would a killer be so stupid? Doesn't make any sense. Gossip, it was gossip. How do I say that to the game? Present. Present what? Autopsy report. Autopsy report. No, doesn't say anything either. Oops! Oops, so sorry. Sorry about that. Huh? I don't know, I'm just gonna present this photograph, maybe?
Objection!
So the day before his body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while walking incognito. No, it was not like that. It was hardly a prison. It was an invitation to stay. It was only... But he couldn't leave either. However you describe it, there's one glaring inconsistency that remains.
What inconsistency is this, Counsel?
I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph. You will see that there's no red ring visible around his neck.
But that makes no sense. It was me who took out the collar of the man in the morning. And I saw the red bruises on his neck, just like I have.
Given that the mark is still clearly visible on this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim, who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. De Rossi.
Indeed, that is most peculiar.
But what we tell you, eh? We say this from the beginning, many times.
Oui, Peppino is right. There's a man in the photograph. He is someone different to the man we had held by captive that night.
Order.
It would appear then that on the day before the incident, the man who visited the park on Lime Street posing as an incognito inspector was not Inspector Gregson at all.
Objection!
If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification? No, I agree with Kazuma. What am I doing? This is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. It's inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecution made that assertion itself. And we also know that the inspector had made a note about the red-headed league in his diary for that day, which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely.
The inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. If it were the real Inspector Gregson, the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck defies explanation.
But equally, if they actually encountered an imposter, how did that person come to be in possession of the real inspector's identification? Why not ask the person himself?
Does the defense have some plausible explanation, counsel?
The whole thing defies explanation. It is for precisely these occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the court record, Mr. Naruhodo, because those are the facts, and the facts cannot lie. No, the facts can't lie. Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. What? Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment is revealed by information in the court record, I believe.
Good gracious.
Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruhodo.
Don't call me Mr. Naruhodo. Call me Ryunosuke. What happened to you, Kazuma?
So why don't you help us all to see whatever truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly was this inspector that appeared before Mr. Derusso? An imposter. Though it seems incredible, I admit, the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person who these two red-headed men took prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson. In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time.
Objection!
No. What are you saying? On the contrary, I haven't finished. What? There's no bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is, who exactly was this man in the park on Lime Street found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification?
Is he? That's right. We tell the same story every time. Whoever this man was, the capo dragged him from a pillar to a post with a dog collare.
Oh dear Peppino, I was not so harsh as you say,
So who was that false inspector, eh? Who was he?
Clearly the defense has an idea about that. About the true identity of the man these two imprisoned that night.
I must ask the counsel for the defense to elaborate post-haste. Who is it?
Of course, it's Gossip. Poor Gossip. But I mean, to me, it's clear he didn't kill Inspector Gregson. Like, the murderer wouldn't be as dumb as that, right?
Take that!
Oh goodness me, isn't that
One of the witnesses who was in the stand in this very courtroom earlier today, a nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passers-by.
Objection!
What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector's identification papers? Witnesses, is this the man or not? What has it happened to his lip? Ah.
See, that's the man. He's known for the Red-Headed League, eh? He's looking for the Twisted Lip League, eh?
Perhaps, rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead. It seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck. A red ring of bruising. Eh? What? The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back to the stand.
Order! Belief? Bring the aforementioned witness back. Immediately.